Hello, this is Simon Kensington from Kensington SEO, and just continuing my series of website audits for local businesses in the Northamptonshire area. And the purpose of these is to offer some advice and insights to local businesses so that they can attract more visitors from Google by showing up more often and higher in the search engine, and also to help improve the conversion rate of the visitors when they do reach the site. There are a few kind of things that really need to be in place for a high performing website. So just going to give it a quick look over as if I was a member of the public looking at the website. So the first three questions that I ask myself when starting these audits is: what is it, what's it about, and what's in it for me? And the first thing that I see when I reach the site is that it looks professional. I've got a nice logo at the top here. The style is a little unusual, but it's certainly got all of the things that I would be interested in. The only thing that I'm struggling with, I don't really know straight away what this site can offer me. What does it do? It's marketing. Marketing is a really broad industry. There's lots of different aspects of marketing. So right off the bat, I don't know whether or not I am in the right place for answering my query about marketing. So I don't know how you can help me. So that, I think there's an opportunity here maybe for some text, a banner or something here, just to let the user know that they're in the right place to have their query answered. There's a menu item up here with the kind of the mobile hamburger, which does offer a more traditional style of menu. So navigation, if somebody's looking for that, they can do that. But other than that, I've got these boxes here. What I am noticing from a technical point of view is that there's no cookie consent on here. It's law now that UK sites need to have a cookie consent. That's the little pop-up that says that you're collecting data, or whether you are or not. So you need to have a cookie. This is a WordPress site, so it's dead easy to put a cookie consent plugin on so that any new visitors just pops up. That way it keeps you legal. I've noticed that there is a disclaimer, so that's good. Whether or not you want terms and conditions, privacy page, those kind of things, really depends on the sort of company that you are, the legal standing of your company. So if we click on services, then we get a list here, which is good. From Google's point of view, there isn't much in the way of content for being able to know really what this site is able to offer. From a user's point of view, there's no call to action, there's no telephone number, there's no easy way of getting in touch with the person. I've got to go back to the home page, and then I've got to go to the contact me page. So that's a little bit cumbersome, really. So I think there's an opportunity just to add, even if it's just a phone number at the top in this heading area. That would be useful from a conversions point of view. So we can go back. Testimonials, that's always good to have. And I will talk about these reviews in a little bit when I talk about structured data. And going back here, we've got the About Me. There's a map here don't know, doesn't look like the business is listed on here, so that's an opportunity that could be added with Google My Business. Photos, people like to know who they're dealing with, helps to build trust as well, so adding a photo here might be helpful. So there's a few things that we can look at from the website conversion point of view. Looking at the technical side of things, Google is making secure sites, and having an SSL, a secure site, almost compulsory now. And I think just over 50% of websites now have an SSL certificate. WordPress sites makes it dead easy to do it for free. What you'll get then is the green padlock instead of this warning here, which can scare some users. And Google are going to be making this even more obvious that the site isn't secure. So getting an SSL really is a trust signal that needs to happen fairly quickly for most sites that aren't covered by an SSL. You can see here, this here, you get the secure. So you really need to look at doing that. Again, there's no, if you want to show up locally, there's no what we call Google My Business NAP. That's name, address and phone number details. They should be on the page somewhere. So those would help with getting the site found. Mobile is vital. Google looks at the mobile version of your website first before it looks at the desktop version. So if your site isn't particularly well optimized for mobile, then it will penalize you even in the desktop search. So it's now using the mobile rankings to help rank your site on the desktop. So we can see here that there are a number of things that could be fixed to make this site better on the mobile. And you can see there's a little image here. It looks quite nice from a mobile point of view, but it's slow, which is the main issue here. So there's some things that you can do to fix that. And from a desktop point of view, it's not particularly much faster on a desktop. So there's opportunity there to optimize for speed. Here I've got, this is a more in-depth test. This one was Google's own test, and this one here is Web Page Test, which is a well-known page tester. And we can see that we've got these first three are really good, but it's the images, and there's no caching on the site. So if we compress the images, that means make the images smaller and add a caching plugin, then we can probably improve this site quite dramatically. So and those can be done by free plugins as well. Looking at structured data. Structured data is a way of adding code into the background of your website so that Google can best understand what the site is. It's almost like giving it, well, it's tagging it in a language that Google understands so it can best index your site and categorize your site. So we've got two bits of markup here which are good. For a local business like this, we could either have local business markup or professional services markup. And what you'll see is that you get the opportunity to add a load of tags. Now here we've just literally got the website name and the business name. So that's not particularly helpful from Google's point of view. On the website we've got two instances of this. We would need to fix that. So we've only got the one. And again, the information we've got here doesn't add much other than the fact that it's a website. So if you added in something like personal services, you can add in there everything about your business from the address to the phone number through to where your social sites are, so that you can say, well, this is the same business as this page on Facebook, and this is the same business as this page on Twitter, and so on. So you can really use this structured data to give your site a really good boost so that Google understands what it is. The web page word counter. A web page really needs the very minimum 300 words for Google to be able to understand what the site is about, and more importantly, not to penalize it for a site with thin content. Google obviously wants to serve its users with informative pages that answer questions now that they have in the search. So Google knows that a site with only 39 words or a page with only 39 words is going to not answer a searcher's query particularly well. So, from a design point of view, it looks great, but from a search point of view, you're not giving Google any thumbs up as to what the site is about. So adding content to a page is vital. Looking here, this is testing your Open Graph data, and what this is what the site looks like when it's shared on Facebook, for example. So this is a tool that Facebook has provided so that we can see how the site looks when it's shared on Facebook. This is a nice logo. It's a good image. I think we can see from here that the image hasn't been set, so it's picking up an image from the site. So you have control using the OG data explicitly how this looks. So you might use a different image that's more goes into a little bit more information about what it is that you do, and gives you an opportunity to change how this looks so that you can make the most of how your site looks when it's shared on Facebook. Looking here at, these are the pages on your site that are indexed in Google. As we can see, we haven't got a huge amount of pages, which isn't unusual for small business sites. But one of the things that I mentioned earlier on the testimonials was that you can use something called review markup, the structured data review markup, and you could mark these testimonials up in such a way that with a code that Google knows that it's a testimonial, and then you will start to get some of the stars, the little golden review stars popping up underneath your testimonials, which are really helpful from a click-through point of view because they are eye-catching in the search engines, and they add to the trust factor because you've got some reviews. So it would be worthwhile adding that review markup when you're looking at the structured data markup too. So let's just look here. This is a quick look at the technical on-page optimization. This is a product called Screaming Frog. You can download it for free and run this test yourself. But basically we are looking at all of the HTML pages. These are the website pages, and we can see that here we have got a load of 200s, which is good. 200 is a normal page, so that's good. What we're looking for here is a 404, which is a page missing error. So we haven't got any of those. We've got some redirects, which is good because that means that a page has moved and you're telling Google where the new page is. So that's absolutely fine. Page titles. We haven't got any missing page titles, which is good. The page titles that we've got here are short and not particularly informative, certainly not anywhere near keyword rich, so there's a missed opportunity there. And I can see here that we've got some tag pages that are indexed in Google. Again, we want to get rid of those. Do you want to de-index these tag pages? You can do that using Yoast SEO plugin if you set that up properly. These pages are thin content, and Google doesn't like thin content. They also provide duplicate content as well, so you want to avoid those. Meta descriptions. Looks like we've got a meta description. Again, this is an opportunity for you to create a little advert, a compelling call to action for somebody to actually click on your link when they find it in Google. So there's a missed opportunity here from a meta description point of view. No keywords being used, that's good. We've got H1s, but H1s are a heading tag on a piece of content which Google uses primarily to understand what that page is about. So we really don't have any particularly good keyword rich H1s, so we want to look at improving that. H2s, we've got some more descriptive ones here, but they're a bit kind of hit and miss and not particularly well optimized, and we've got several H2s here, so they need to be looked at. Images, we've got some large images here, but we saw that in the page speed test, so they need to be optimized. So that's that. So all in all, there's a few bits and pieces from a technical point of view and from a usability point of view that can be looked at to help improve the amounts of times that this website will be found in Google, and to improve the number of click-throughs and conversions that the site might generate. So I hope that you found that interesting, and if you want some more information, more than happy to share some more insights with you. Feel free to get in touch via my website at kensingtonlinkbuilding.com. Many thanks.